At midnight, Martin heard someone bullying a zero-numbered girl. He tried to stand up for justice, but was beaten severely in return. In his daze, Martin thought he saw an angel in the moonlight, but it was actually the girl. She dragged the injured Martin to a corner, gently took care of him, and stayed by his side. When Martin woke up, his wounds had been carefully bandaged, and from then on, Martin had a friend. She held Martin's hand, smiling, her smile as warm as sunlight, warming Martin's cold heart. However, when the enforcers passed by, they would still pretend not to know each other, because in this world, a number zero isn't allowed to have friends. Their shared fate brought them closer, and their bond grew stronger. The joyful times they spent together made them almost forget their own identities. One day, they walked through some bushes, and saw the romantic moments of other numbers. Martin couldn't hold back his feelings anymore. He picked a small flower, and confessed his love to the girl. She accepted Martin's love without hesitation. They watched the sunset together, and stargazed at night. But their happiness didn't last long. Such love wasn't tolerated by society. Their relationship was discovered by the enforcers, who separated them forcefully like bandits, and locked Martin in a dark dungeon. Days turned into months. To ease his longing, Martin carved the image of the girl he loved on the walls. He didn't know how much time had passed, when suddenly he received the flower he had given her. Through the bars, Martin saw her. Her face was worn and aged, but she still smiled at him. What's more, she was carrying their child. Martin's joy turned into sorrow. He couldn't imagine how much she had suffered for him. At that moment, other numbers gathered around, pointing at her, spouting vile insults. Overwhelmed, she collapsed to the ground, and the child was about to be born. She pleaded for help, but no one offered assistance. Even the doctors stood by indifferently. Martin watched through the bars, his heart breaking, but soon after, the crowd's expressions changed to disbelief, and they all knelt in awe. Martin thought she had died in childbirth, but when the cell door opened, he finally learned the truth. The girl had given birth to a child for Martin, and the number on the child was infinity. It was the highest, most revered number anyone had ever seen, and from that moment on, Martin's fate was forever changed.